Hey gang, Uncle Todd here, and going to be seeing In a Violent Nature. I don't know a lot about this. I just know it's about a zombie in a forest, I think. But there's not much else playing I really have any interest in seeing. I'm not really interested in If or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I did have an interest in a deer, I think it's called Deer Hunt, 60 or 89 or something like that. But that doesn't play till like 10 o'clock at night, and don't know if I want to be out on the road around 12:30 in the morning. That's just me though. So we'll see what this zombie flick is like. Although I do have to be honest, I'm not a real big zombie fan. I find them rather uninteresting monsters. But well, today zombies, the old style of voodoo slaves, that one's always kind of interesting. But yeah, the zombie movies are more about the survivors than anything about the monster. Anyway, tell you what I think when I get back. Well, that was not good.
Just because something isn't good doesn't mean it's bad.
Maybe, but this most definitely was bad. It had an interesting premise. You see these three guys. Well, you don't actually see them, you hear them talking about this locket and gold chain. It's in this dilapidated building in the woods. It's hanging on a pipe, and one of them takes it. And after they leave, the pipe kind of shimmies and shakes and then falls over. And this humongous dead man comes up out of the ground. And we're going to follow him as he searches for that locket or medallion or whatever the heck it was. And this is when the film starts running into problems. There's long stretches of just watching this zombie walk from behind. And it's like cuts to show the passing of time, where he's just walking. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, okay, this might be interesting as we get the zombie from his point of view. We just kind of follow him. No. He finally makes his first kill, this house, and it's done kind of off screen. And he walks some more, and then he comes upon the people that took the necklace. And okay, so now we're going to get some characterization. These are going to be the main victims, and we're going to learn about them and start to care for them. We spend very little time. We do get a campfire story of a legend of a massacre, and later on a park ranger will kind of explain more how that legend actually does tie into things. But here's the thing. He's there at their cabin. He kills one of them. Now you think, okay, so he's going to start going through the cabin and taking on the rest to get to the one who's got the locket. No. He drags that body over to the ranger station, and then he takes an old firefighting mask, chains that are hooked to a drag hook, and an old axe. Okay, so now we have our costume, basically. As we haven't seen his face yet. Okay, but then more walking. There's just tons of walking in this. I will admit, the kills he administers to the group as he works his way through them are pretty nasty. And those are the high point of the film, I guess. But even that, it's just everything takes so long. And there's no music. Just the sounds of him walking and sounds of him doing other things. But and the aspect ratio. This came from Shudder. It's a Shudder original, and its aspect ratio was not made for the screen. It was made for TV, which kind of surprised me because a lot of TVs are oblong now, and this is a square picture. It's a little off-putting, but even when we get down to the final girl, we have extended shots of her running, and then after her leg gets injured, walking through the woods. Just boring. A lot of things are done in real far shots. And then occasionally we'll get something really arty. And it's like too little too late on that. It's just I'm sure there are people that will rave about this. But for me, it was a slog to get through. And at an hour and a half, that's saying something. Well, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.